Bread. The yeast smells revolting like silage. Fresh bread. The mixture feels icky and sticky. Fresh bread. Kneading the mixture, it squashes up and falls like a rock. Fresh bread. Rising like a sandcastle and crashing down when the waves come. Fresh bread. Tastes warm, moist, scrumptious and so good when it goes down the dark hole in my mouth.
Making bread smells of yeast filling up your nostrils. Making bread mixture looks clumpy, sticky and horrible, but it feels nice and soft. Bread making is difficult. The kneading of the bread sticks to your hands in a big sticky clump of dough. Making bread was awesome to watch as the bread rises fast in the sun. Making bread sadly was almost over. It was sitting in the oven turning nice golden and scrumptious just for me.
Making bread. Yucky, terrible brown liquid yeast. Making bread. Gloopy, gooey mixture. Making bread. Dirty palms, dirty tables when you're kneading. Making bread. Rising like the sun is coming out. Making bread. Tastes like foam and puffy. Baking and tasting.
Fresh bread. The yeast is revolting and it smells like wine and beer. Fresh bread. As soon as I put my hands into the greasy bowl, it's all sticky and gooey. Fresh bread. It hits the table and we start to knead. We push our hands against it and it hits the table again. Fresh bread. I look through the glad wrap and it is rising high to the sky. Fresh bread. When it goes into the oven it rises. It looks so nice and divine.
Fresh bread, the revolting, yeasty, foaming thing. Fresh bread, the gooey, sticky mixture on the table going through the fingers. Fresh bread, kneading the soft, gooey texture in the greasy bowl. Fresh bread, rising texture, touching the glad wrap, keeping the bread in the bowl. Fresh bread, the scrumptious, delicious taste as it went down my black hole. The bread was baked hard.
Yeast smells revolting. Fresh bread mixture feels gooey and mushy. Fresh bread kneading and pounding on my hand. Fresh bread, the bread tastes tasty as the bread bakes in the oven. Bread. The yeast smells like beer and wine. It is foamy, frothy liquid. Fresh bread, mushy mixture. Soft, going everywhere in the greasy bowl. Fresh bread, sticking to my hands, pushing hard. Fresh bread, rising high up to the top of the trees. Fresh bread, making the oven smell delight.
I don't have to smell the terrible yeast stuck at home. Kids getting some sticky mixture on their fingers stuck at home. I miss the sticky kneading stuck at home. The warmth of the sun was rising up some bread stuck at home. I missed people baking and tasting it.
Bread smells delicious, yummy tasty bread. Yeast feels puffy and gooey. Yummy tasty bread. The wheat dough feels mushy. Yummy tasty bread smells like wine and beer as my hands get all floury.
Bread, yeast rising rapidly, smelly brown liquid. Fresh bread, it was an icky, smelly, sticky mixture as I was feeling it. Fresh bread, pounding madly at the bread while kneading. Fresh bread, rising in the beautiful sunny sun.
Fresh bread. It smells divine. I want to taste it now. It tastes scrumptious.
Baking bread. Icky, smelly, foamy yeast fills the air with a wine and beer smell. Making bread. Floury, hard mixture with cracks all over it. Making bread. Bigger and bigger the rising got until it was too fat and hard. Making bread. Warm, tasty, it looks while cooking. Warm and moist, it tasted. It smelled divine.
Dang headache, dang headache. I'm missing out on putting my fingers in that blobby sticky yeast. Dang headache, I could be playing with a big blob of gloopy, icky, sticky mixture on my fingers. Dang headache, why they're kneading the mixture, it's like pounding a gooey mixture. Dang headache, I'm stuck at home while they're watching the gooey mixture slowly rise. Dang headache, they're eating scrumptious homemade bread while I'm stuck at home.
Fresh bread, as soft and as squishy as my super soft bed. Fresh bread, so super tasty it will never leave my head. Fresh bread, mixing and oozing through my fingers, as tough as and as sticky as it can be, stuck on me. Fresh bread, gloopy smashing sounds as it got mixed, clumps going places we did not know existed. Fresh bread, rising, frothing yeast, as smelly as old out-of-date beer. Fresh bread, kneading, smashing, rolling, folding, smashing against the table, making a sandwich between my hands and the table. Fresh bread, as it rises twice its size as the sun beats against it.
School-made bread. Real bread, made from yeast, and yeast is dry and revolting. Real bread, frothy and puffy when it is in a cup. Real bread, sticks to your fingers and is annoying to get off. Real bread, rises and rises till it is time to stop. Real bread, nice to eat, especially when you have worked hard to get it this good.
Made bread is squishy like my bed and swirls around like a swirling tornado spiderweb. Made bread smell permeates the air with a yeasty pasture. Made bread felt like a globe of maple syrup or like a fat skin. Made bread flop with an ear-piercing sound like a plastic ruler hitting your calf muscle. Made bread had a crusty or gloopy taste as it went down the hatch. And to top it all off, that kneading and waiting for it to rise has all come together to taste a Kiwi classic.
The smell I can't imagine, the glop I didn't see. Instead I was at home, poor, poor me. Fresh bread, their taste they will remember, yet I will never know the look of their gloopy, floury dough. Fresh bread, while I am home in bed with a pain in my head when they were kneading their bread instead.